Okay, Wittle Defender, let's talk about the new rate-up hero, the Fiery Vanguard, or Kilo Neck here. Is it the best one? No, this is not going to compare to Sword Saint. However, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be trying to pull this. Now, regardless of whatever rate-up hero there is, when there's a rate-up event, you want to go over there and pull on it because of this Cyber Command event going on. This is a great way to get some of the normal scrolls and also get summons for the rate-up too. And where I do like how the skills of this hero actually work, its main benefit is going to be to buff your other fire heroes. So if you have a halfway decent demon spawn or even a blazing archer that you're using as your main DPS, might not be a bad idea to slot this in here to give it that boost. So if you are able to hit the 200 rate up pulls on this will unlock the outfit for you, which is going to be the Ashen Vanguard, and this will actually give a +1% to all of its stats. Just by throwing this hero out on the board, everybody that does fire damage will get an additional 4%, 12%, or 27% based by how many upgrades you have on it, and this will happen the second it's deployed. Now, to be honest with you, this really doesn't fit my build, but there's still some spots that this could come in handy, like the Crimson Tyrant, the boss that just showed up today. This is going to be taking more damage from fire, more damage from supports, and if you want to pair it up with, let's say, that demon spawn, this will be a nice easy way to hit some big numbers with it. The other spot would be in the Runic Plains, going up against the Frost boss. Playing Nightmare 5 like I am, you have to select 5 fire heroes, and this could really help amplify them with having that passive. The only other time I could really think that I might go and slot this is, let's say I'm playing a chapter, I'm getting hung up on a Slime King, a werewolf. Throwing this in could really kind of help defeat them, given that their weakness is to fire. But when it comes to going and using this hero, the first thing you're going to notice is there is going to be kind of this fire laser that shoots out. And it'll be pretty much continuous. There will be a stop point for the cooldown, and then the point where it goes and starts up again. And it really isn't too terrible from the games I played with this. And as far as the chain skill, this one is going to pair up with the demon spawn. As you get further in the game, you realize that these skills really don't do too much for you, but in a pinch, it's not a bad idea to pick it. As far as unlocking that epic skill, the first one's going to be Thermal Diffusion. This is going to give a 10% damage increase to all your fire heroes. And then the other two are pretty much going to give an additional 5 hits of that laser, which you really can't tell because it is so continuous. Once you get all 3 of those, this is where you're going to unlock that epic skill, Focused Fire Stream. And you also have 3 rare ones too, but this actual epic skill will now have a kind of blast point at the end of the laser. We'll be doing more damage, but you can see here, it's kind of like an explosion towards the end of the beam. This won't be one of those skills that's going to blast right through all of them. It's just going to be hitting the one that's closest, but it does have a pretty decent range. Even without this epic skill, I was able to hit some enemies that were pretty far off the map. As far as those rare skills we get, one of them is going to increase the damage of the fire stream by 100%. Another one will increase the hits by 10. And the last one I actually like there, it's going to give kind of a pulling effect, and it seems to kind of just stop the enemies right where they are. So not necessarily a knockback, but more like a stun to them while giving them some damage. For the other common skills, there's going to be 2 of them that are going to do 60% additional fire stream damage, and then there's 2 of them that are going to be refractions. And when you see your beam come out, you'll see a little branch come out and hit an enemy that's close by. You can have 2 of these, kind of like a ricochet if you play the other games, but it's gonna kind of just go off into 2 separate sections instead of bounce to one then bounce to the other. As far as my Vanguard, it's sitting at 1 diamond right now, just kind of waiting for some more essence. Don't really see any issues with me getting it up to 3 diamonds by the time the event ends, but I'm not really too concerned with pushing it past that point. Ideally, you want to get every single one of these heroes maxed out, but that's gonna be kind of the point where I'm at right now, where I'm not gonna dump any more money into it. With any of the heroes in the game, you never know when a buff or nerf is gonna come to them, or a new game mode's gonna pop up that could benefit from using this. So I say pull on it. I don't think it's half bad, and I think it's a lot of fun kind of getting this and throwing it in there to play with. I wouldn't really stress too much about taking it past 3 diamonds at this point, let it kind of gradually fill in from that point, but still, this thing's kind of cool and I'm really digging the outfit. And for the recommended runes on this, if you click on it, it was at least blank for me, but I would try to go after those support stats, the attack stats, and even the HP. But I know, those runes can be confusing, so if you want a little bit of a better, easier way to understand these things, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.